Welcome to the community stream of Gray Zone Warfare. This is the fourth one. This is the first one that is not special somehow, which makes it a little bit special, I guess.
Yeah.
And it is also a little bit special because Marek Rabas is not here, our CEO and creative director of Gray Zone Warfare. He is unfortunately off sick, so if we can get in the chat some best wishes and swift recoveries and stuff like that, it is going to probably make his day. And instead, we have a really cool replacement. Welcome, Jacek.
Hi, all.
Jacek is our QA lead.
Associate QA lead.
As QA lead. And I think that Jacek is an amazing guest for today because what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be looking at the upcoming patch 0.2.2.0 and also 0.2.3.0. This is the big reveal. We are going to have another patch before we actually go dark and start working, or we have started working, but the main bulk of the work is going to focus on the update 0.3, which we all know is going to contain some pretty cool stuff, which we might actually talk about a little bit later today. So yeah, Jacek, welcome. This is your first time on the stream. How are you?
A little bit nervous, but I think I will be fine.
You will be fine. You will be fine. I think that the community is going to accept you quite well. You are a very likable person, so we are all good. So let me just briefly tell you what to expect in this stream, right? Because I saw already some people asking what is this stream about and so on. So this is the community stream, like I said. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking back at 2024. We're also going to be looking at 2025 and what you can expect. We're also going to be talking about the aforementioned patches that are coming this month and in February. And then after all of that is done, we are going to link up with Corey, Devil Dog Gamer. He is our resident veteran, a former US Marine, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to have a very different event than we've had so far. This time we're going to be playing just internally here, and what's going to happen is Corey, as the former Marine, is going to use all of his experience and expertise, and he's going to actually try to give us some real life combat advice in the game and hopefully improve our play a little bit, because once again we have heard quite a lot of feedback about our performance, especially in PvP, so we're going to try to fix that. How is your PvP, by the way?
Great. I played this game for over 3,000 hours now, all by myself, didn't do PvP much, and when we do experimentals, sometimes I kill players, but it's a rare occasion, but hopefully I will do good. That's why we do the bootcamp, so I will learn.
That's right. All right, so I guess we can jump into it and we can start with a look back at 2024, because 2024 was a big and massive year for Madfinger games, right? We have released Gray Zone Warfare,
yes,
the early access, of course. We have also released Night Ops, a major update that addressed many of the complaints and feedback that we have received from the community, and that affected how the game is right now. We are seeing some positive feedback from you guys, so it seems like you guys are liking what we're doing and we're not intending to stop. So we actually have something to celebrate this.
Yes.
We have a video which was just released, so it's fresh from the oven, still hot. So I hope you guys liked it. If you want to show the video some love, you can visit our YouTube channel and click all the like buttons and so on. We are going to be talking about what you just saw as well. There's some really interesting information in that video that I want to go over, and of course then segue into talking about what is coming for Gray Zone Warfare in the very near future. One important thing I wanted to mention about that video is that there is a little bit of a story in it where you can see the news article that Mara, when he was interviewed and so on. This is no bullshit, by the way, guys. Like when the game was coming out, we were running out of all the resources, and there was not enough money for employee salaries. So that's why the game was released, and of course the game was released in a not perfect state. There were issues, there were bugs. You can tell stories.
There were bugs, yeah. There were a lot of bugs. We didn't catch the headless issue, but over time, with your guys' help and with the experimentals implemented, we really pushed it through. And right now, why we have delayed with 2.2 13.0 is because we actually went through feedback from the experimental and we found new issues that we didn't catch. So we want to perfect them, and then we will give you guys hopefully better patch, I'm sorry.
The number that was also shown in the video is that, and this is quite impressive, 2,163 bugs were fixed up until this point.
Until 1 month ago, when
so
you asked me.
So this number is not even like up to date.
Now it's probably 200 more, I would
200
say.
more. Okay, yes. You guys are not slacking off.
No.
All right, and I have to say that most of those bugs were found and addressed because of your guys' help and your feedback. So please, if you encounter any issues, let us know. We are definitely, reading through everything that you guys send us, and Jacek can attest that it is helping us change the game to the better.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay, so now let's talk about the big topic. There is a new patch coming very soon. There is currently an open experimental, so you can still test. This experimental is going to be soon closed.
Yeah, tomorrow morning we are closing it probably at 9 a.m. Czech time. So
Central European time.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you guys want to jump in and help us, it's relatively easy. Veronica is in the chat. We say hi to Veronica. He's probably going to. She's sharing. Or she will share a link to Discord server when you can learn everything about the testing process, about how we run experimental, and especially how we run the experimental for update 0.2.2.0. That's right. And now the perfect question, and this is the reason why you're here. What can you tell us about this patch? What is going to contain? And what can we tease about the other patch that is coming very soon after, the 0.2.3.0?
So with this patch, we mostly focus on the crashes. So we reduced the biggest crashes that we saw, which was 1 or 2 GPU crashes. So if you had issue before with like your game crashing because of the GPU, please try again, see if it works. We fixed some audio issues, audio crashes. We did some refactoring of reconnections. So there should be less issues with your body disappearing, with you unable to join the server or being kicked shortly because of the easy anti-cheat. We optimized a little flashlights because we heard a lot of feedbacks that people with especially low spec PCs had issues with them. It's not yet perfect, but now the drop is less than 5%, so it's better. We're striving to, reduce the amount of FPS dropping to 0, but it's gonna take some time because it was a huge update and huge feature we added. We also heard that you had issues with some tasks and quests. We addressed some of it. Some of them will be addressed in the 2.3.0. And we did a lot of the issues, like with this patch, I think we fixed around 250 issues. Most of them were quality of life issues. So we heard you, we like narrowed down what's bugging you the most, and we basically tried to fix it. We had some AI optimization as well. So now they should have longer time to react. So no longer you will be 360 no scope by AI. And we are still working on a fix for floating AIs. So you will no longer see, hopefully, AIs just being summoned to the heavens.
The Lamang Air Force.
Yes.
Yeah, so those are the things that you can look forward to in the very near patch, which is going to come out next week.
Hopefully next week.
Hopefully next week. Once again, if you have the time and you're in the mood, you can still help us by entering the experimental. You still have a couple of hours to test this patch. But what's super important is the patch after, because that patch is going to address some of the most complained about feature in the game. So in Night Ops, we have added durability, right? And we haven't added the option to fix your weapons, and that people don't like. Turns out.
Yeah, as they say in office, we did an oopsie.
We did an oopsie. There was quite honestly, there was no time. We wanted to introduce it naturally, you know, but there was no time to cram it in the 0.2 in Night Ops, and that's why that's what we're trying to fix.
Yep.
And so very like bare bones basic way to repair your weapons is going to be added with the update 0.3 sorry 0.2.3 Jesus. And so yes, you will be able to repair your stuff. The way I saw it working is that you are going to be able to repair it in exchange for money in the base camp.
Yeah, so this is our first implementation, which is the most basic one. You will be able to repair your stuff in your base camp by paying money, and yeah, basically that's it. There's some values, so still the weapons have durability, and you'll probably not be able to repair the weapons to 100% because it's even in real life it's not how it works basically, but you will have the option to do it.
Mm-hmm. The update is also going to contain some other fixes naturally. So one of the things that I can already tease is that we looked at how the corpses work, and that's also something that we're going to evolve in the future, because with the upcoming update, you guys heard that there's a weather coming, so we're going to also implement a thing where if the corpses stay, you know, they will be part of the world and decompose and so on. So that's we now, like, you know, played Mara and teased something that we probably shouldn't have, but this is something that is coming. But why I'm talking about corpses is that corpses will stay even after your second death. So even if you die during your corpse run, the corpses will stay, and you will still not be able to loot your corpse if you die, but everybody else in that world is going to still be able to loot that corpse, and your gear is going to stay on it for some period of time. Yep. So that is another thing that we're introducing with 0.2.3.0. And you also mentioned further crashes, right?
Yes, so we will have repairs for some crashes, but less. But we will introduce new mechanic that your body will, like when you crash, we heard you that you sometimes couldn't find your bodies or you lost your inventory. So we go back to the previous implementation, and you will be, when you crash, your body will be saved, and you will respawn in the same place. So hopefully you will not lose any more of your stuff, and we will try to reduce the amount of, you know, issues with that, because again, lots of community reports came in with that. We didn't know what to do. Now we have a solution. Mm-hmm. So hopefully you will be happier.
And I already see some questions tailored for you, my man. So Goodboi is asking, will FSR frame generation be fixed for AMD GPUs?
We are aware of issues with frame generations. We are in contacts with both AMD and NVIDIA. We are trying to resolve those issues, but because it's multi-company cooperation, it may take some time. But we will try to fix them as soon as possible. We are, with the new update, we also took more time to optimize it, to optimize game better. So hopefully at some point you will not even need FSR or other frame gen to play the game. Mm-hmm. Stable.
GSG Combat Medic is asking, is more gear coming? So yeah, with every update there is going to be more gear. With the patches, I cannot promise that.
We are with patches, probably not. But who knows? we started to implement features with patches like repairs, so who knows? But with update 3 coming, we have a few weapons that are pretty actually cool. I already play with some of them, and I think you guys will be happy.
Nice. I also have something to tease here because the next stream that is going to happen, the next community stream, hopefully Mara is going to feel better and is going to be able to join us because he has something quite substantial to announce. We had a look at our roadmap, and we also had a look at your guys' feedback and shuffled things around a little bit. That's all I'm going to say for today. And next time we're going to really go in depth about what these changes are and what update 0.3 and 0.4 are going to contain. We have promised that there is going to be story, lore, weather, and the next update is going to focus more on PvP. All of those things are coming, but the order in which they're coming is going to be slightly shuffled around so that we hear your guys' feedback and all of you are happy. So yeah, a lot of cool things to look forward to. Demon Numist is asking Grey Zone merch when. So Grey Zone merch is in the works. We're currently working with a really cool company who is helping us develop designs and stuff like that. So if you're into that, you will soon have the opportunity to get some merch and support us even that way.
I didn't know that, but it sounds cool.
You're glad that you joined the stream today, aren't you? Yeah. Okay, doke. Let me have a look at some questions here.
Meanwhile, I will also ask you guys for this patch. The experimental that we're having now is not the final build. With 2.2.0, we're still debating if we're gonna do second round of the experimental or release it directly. But for 2.3.0 with the repairs, we'll for sure do experimental, where you can be the first one to play with repairs, play with the new mechanics of the bodies and stuff like that. So really join us. We really read your comments, and we go through the feedbacks every morning during the experimental. We then write bugs and try to adjust more, so there's the patch is basically the best what it can be.
Jonikas is asking, how do you feel about the current balance between vendors and their options for purchasing items, leveling them actively? So this is something that we have heard you guys complain about quite a lot, because with Night Ops you can no longer level all the vendors to the maximum level. And I was specifically asking the game designers if this is by choice, and it is by design. This is because you have the
you have dynamic quests that
dynamic quests, exactly.
A lot of the vendors, so it's basically your choice. But working here for a while, trust me, the first mock-up of vendors was even more frustrating, and I'm happy that with the state that it's now. And we will optimize it, and of course with repairs coming, the balance will be a little bit different, and more monetary value. We are taking it all to account, and I think even on one of the updates, it's going to be focused to basically change or refactor a little bit of the vendors and the marketplace.
Another question from Onufri Skrotumni is, when will you port the game to Xbox or PlayStation? So because we are still in early access, and the game still has a long way to go before we're comfortable that it is finished. Yep. We are not even working on that, on porting it to PlayStation and Xbox, but we eventually will. Once the game has been released, that's a different story, you know, so bear with us, but for now, please be patient.
Yep.
Uh, Arc of Fire is asking about tutorial. Is there a plan for a full tutorial? So there is, yes.
There is, but I don't think we.
Yes, it is not going to be done super soon, you know. But what we're going to do instead, and we would also ask maybe you guys for your help. We're going to be doing tutorials outside of the game on our social media and so on, where we're going to, you know, reveal some of the hidden mechanics, some of the features that are not super instinctive and so on, and only the hardcore veterans of Grey Zone Warfare are aware of those. So we're going to try to give you guys a little bit of more of a boot camp, you know, the same thing that we're going to have very soon is going to happen. So that's coming as well, and naturally I can promise you that once the game, you know, is closer to launch, we're definitely going to introduce a tutorial that is going to help you guys with the onboarding.
Yep.
Will there be a fix for the Spongy AI?
It's in patch 2.2.0.
So next week, hopefully.
Yes, we work with AI a lot. We bothered Mara with them a lot. And we try to fix as many issues as we can. We reduce amount of sponginess. It's not yet perfect, but we're actively working on AIs, and all of your concerns are basically waiting in the tickets and are either in patch 2.3.0 or release 0.3.0.0, and
we need to find a better name for this.
Yes, but
so yeah, patch 2, patch 3. I guess.
Patch 2, patch 4, patch 5. Actually.
Oh God, come on!
Yeah, but
Night Ops patch 2, Night Ops patch 3.
But yeah, we're actively taking your feedback, and some of it we will not reduce further because it will take from realism. But some of it we are taking really seriously and trying to fix them.
I have a question tailored for you. This is from Ionikas once again. Will there be a method added to easily get back to base if stuck in a place due to terrain or glitching without losing equipment?
We're working on a solution, but we don't know yet where we're gonna put it in terms of timeline. But we like try to reduce amount of places. Every report that you write to us is processed really quickly. So with 2.2.0, I think we have around 30 places that you were getting stuck on already fixed, and we have each time we get the report of player getting stuck, it goes directly to the closest version that we release to the public.
Okay, I have one last question for you before we do a little bit more of a community showcase, because there's been a lot of really cool things happening in the community, and I really want to share it with you guys. Can you make the kill quests count in group? So shared quests.
Actually, we have like a lot of people asked us about it. Yeah, we're working on it. I think it's also in the works. But again, I cannot tell you when we're gonna do it, because, yeah.
Yeah. If Mara was here, he would probably promise you something.
Yeah.
But we cannot. We're not authorized.
I was really pressured by everybody to not leak stuff, so I'm trying my best.
And not to swear in Polish.
Yeah. That was also, or in English.
Or in English, or at all.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, now thank you for your questions, guys. We might get to them again, but now I really wanted to share with you a couple of the news from the community. So as you guys know, every week there is a screenshot and video contest on our Discord server, and we're rewarding the best ones. And we have picked some really cool screenshots, not just from the competition, but also from you guys as a community. So if we could have a look at some of the community's screenshots and photographs. All right, so this is crazy. You know, like we were trying to do the Predator with the 3 lasers. Some people I saw actually did 4 lasers and attached them to the gun. How is it possible that this guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them?
Because we saw that in QA, we saw the screenshot, we went to designers, and it is not unrealistic. You can actually do it in real life.
The question is, why would you?
Why? I don't know. Maybe you really want to burn someone's eyes, like blind, like night vision or something. I don't know. It's a shotgun, so maybe you want to trace each individual bullet.
But Mr. UnrenderedBlunt managed to do it. So yeah, props to you. I don't know how or why, but well done, I guess.
Yeah, I also like that he has optics on shotgun.
Yes. But now with the shotguns, optics make sense, kind of. You know? Capable Secret has a really nice picture of, you know, the environmental hazards playing Gray Zone Warfare, I guess.
Maybe one day we will have animals in our game.
Yeah, well, I know that in the next update there is something coming, you know, that is almost animalish.
More frogs and mosquitoes?
No, nothing like that. But yeah, we will save all the reveals for next time. Can we have another screenshot? So this is one of the entries for the competition, and it's very nice, right? So this is we're now looking at the cat once again.
Yeah, we saw the cat. Next one.
Oh, so this is Arnie DK. So well done and thanks for your submission. Can we have a next one? Yeah, that's us. Can we have the next screenshot?
There's actually a bug in this picture. But we fixed it.
Your eyes are, you know. So I saw this picture from Goodboi, and I was like, the graphics are out of this world with this game. And then I looked again, and just like, do you see what's happening in the screenshot?
No.
So part of it is in the game, but part obviously not.
Ah, motherfucker!
No swearing.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, so this is a pretty cool idea, and don't be don't be.
Oh, that's wild.
Don't be fooled. The Gray Zone graphics are great, but they're not like this immersive, I guess.
Maybe with new Unreal or something.
Maybe, but this is pretty cool. Thank you, Goodboi, for the submission. Can we have the next one? So Devster 001. This is, you know.
All of it was in game.
Sorry.
All of it was in game?
Yes.
All of it was in game? Can we have the previous screenshot still?
Also, Alki, would you like to smile?
Okay, can somebody explain to us what's happening here? Michael?
Stop.
How is this...
I'll find out.
All right,
okay, so
we
he will find out.
We need some explanation for this, because I really thought that he's just like using in a real life weapon.
There's like the partition.
Resolution, cut off corners.
8K resolution, cut off corners.
Wow. All right.
Do you have frame gen on it?
Wow.
As well?
So yeah, well, I mean, like, you confused us, so well done, Goodboi.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one we saw, can we have the competition winner, I think? Oh my God, look at this.
Okay.
Look at this cinematic one.
Yeah.
So this is CRAZYASSOLDIER, winner of this week's or last week's screenshot of the week. This one won for obvious reasons. Pretty cinematic, pretty cool, and well done. Like I said, all of these guys are receiving in-game rewards for their efforts, and I think well deserved. And speaking of community events, there's one other thing that I need to do before we're going to switch to the other part of the stream, and that is that there was a massive community event throughout the holiday season. It was called Xmas, Tinsel and Tactics. This was run by our game masters from the community, and we have seen a record number of players taking part in it. And I have to mention the winners of this event. This was a PvE event. This is Mr. Gaigus, Desolunatic, Winterman, Sierra 6, and Rip the Meat. So congratulations to you guys. And the next...
Love this in the last name.
Yeah, well, I thought that you were going to get people out of you. And the next event that took part was a PvP event, and it was called Full Metal Jingle. And the winners are Winner with the V,
Yeah.
Boss Bud Gaming, Peters, Tartar, and TXDD. TXDD. Also, something to mention, you can see Alki playing in the background. So, as you might know, there are some bounties in the game, not in real life, that are, for our heads. And if the community kills the developers in the game, and they might collect some bounties. And somebody, specifically Master B8er, so I don't want to read the whole thing like it's supposed to, he killed Alki. Alki. Your bounty for your head was collected, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, how does that make you feel? Was it earned?
It was.
It was earned, so well done, Mr. Master B8er. And just a reminder that bounties on the head of other community managers are still in play, so we'll be looking forward to playing with you guys. All right. And that's all from the first part of the stream. Now what's going to happen is we are going to switch positions slightly. We're going to move to these PCs behind us. Jacek is actually going to go to his desk,
workstation,
his workstation. And we are going to be joined by Corey, who's our resident veteran and creator manager. And he's going to give us the real life training in the game so that our gameplay is going to be improved and our performance is hopefully going to be improved. So stick around, and I'm also going to remind you one more thing. Just when we come back, we're going to announce how to enter the giveaway and win yourself a copy of Graze on Warfare for yourself or for your friends.
Also, guys, please play experimental. Ah, shit, okay.
Thanks, man. Well done.
Thank you.